little bit more break, a little bit more break. Ah! Welcome back, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a great day today. We're back on CarX Street because we just got a brand new update. And in this new update, we got 4 new cars and 2 new tracks. We're gonna go look at the cars first. Alright guys, here's one of the 4 cars that they added in. We have a nice, beautiful Lamborghini in here now. And one thing about all these new cars is the interiors all look a lot more detailed than anything else that CarX has given us so far. And the sounds. The sounds go pretty hard. I'll do a little poll in this thing, but we're not going to look too much into the cars today. But man, it sure does sound good. Steering feels a little light, but with some tuning, this thing is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go look at the others. Alright guys, and here's number 2. I believe it's an old Mercedes. I know they had this in CarX Drift Racing before, and it was a lot of fun in that game, so it'd be pretty cool to have this back. Sounds alright. Not as good as that Lamborghini, but it sounds alright. And again with the interiors, I think they really try to put a lot more detail into these, which I'm glad to see. That's been something that CarX has been lacking on for a long time now. And here is number 3. This one I'm really excited about. I love McLarens. Oh man, it sounds so good. But it'll be neat to see what we can do with this thing. Even brought it into the shop or anything, but in a later video I'll go through these and maybe try to make some good race tunes for them. And then last, but definitely not least, we got a Porsche GT3 RS in CarX Street, guys. It looks so good. I already went and did a couple body modifications to this thing, made it a little bit more racy. But just listen to that. And check out the interior. Digital gauge. I wish that map actually worked over there. Alright guys, and the main reason that I'm making this video today, because I am pretty sure that CarX has put in basically their version of the Nordschleife. If you compare it to the rest of the map, it literally takes up about a quarter of the whole map that was in the game before. So we're gonna head over here. There's 2 entrances, kind of a back way and a front way, but we're just gonna go in right here. The entrance alone just kind of grabs your attention, like, man, this is gonna be cool. So there is a GP track as well, and it looks like that GP track has so many different variants that it can be in, which makes sense for the new little career thing that they added in. So now we have 2 more career clubs. But heading over to the GP track, we actually have a tuning shop right here. So if you are really into grip racing and that's your thing, you could spend probably hours and hours and hours without even leaving this area, which is awesome. Alright, let's head on to the track. I'm definitely going the wrong way. Oh, alright, I'm just gonna do somewhat of a lap. But like I said, there's so many variations to this thing, like, I don't even know what an actual lap would be. I'll just let it flow by and see how it feels. Oh, this is a nice long straight too. But I think them adding these tracks really changes everything. Because until this point, all races in this game were just on the street. And they started to get pretty repetitive, where you're just kind of doing the same things over and over in somewhat different areas, but everything feels about the same. But now, we have 2, well, who knows how many tracks actually. 2 main tracks, but who knows how many layouts to mess around with, and I'm guessing they'll add even more races eventually. And this just gives me a little bit of hope for CarX, because if they're really going to be adding map expansions like this, I think that really is gonna change a lot for this game. Who knows what else they'll do. There's already so many tracks for drifting, but this is definitely one thing that we were missing out on. And heading out of the GP track over here, I do believe, yeah, they actually added a house over here too, so... Oh! Alright guys, and here's the house for the new area. It's called the Sunset Hotel. Nothing really crazy to look at. I mean, it's nice. I'm guessing cars will be parked over here. I'm not too sure, I haven't bought it yet or anything, but... Gotta jump. Always gotta take the jump when you can. Oh! And heading over to the big ring, we do also have a styling shop over here. So they really added a little bit of everything in this area. I'll show you guys on the map real quick. So if you're looking at the old map and you look at the size of this, just chunk out this whole quarter right here and look at all this. Yes, it's not a city, it doesn't have a bunch of roads going through it, but looking at the top of the GP track, how many different ways you could do this, who knows what they'll do. And then up here we have the big ring. This is what I'm most excited about, because, I mean, just looking at it, I know that they had to have based at least some of it off of the Nürburgring, and having that in this game is going to be nuts. It even connects in certain areas too, so it kind of can run like the Nürburgring GP. We'll get into it. We'll do a quick little lap over here. Even just rolling up to this, like, you gotta know it was inspired a little bit by what we think it was. And I haven't driven this car that much. I've done one lap around this so far, and it didn't go that well, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I can put a decent lap together for you guys. Oh Lord! Very fast. A lot of nice sweeping corners. Very technical in some areas as well, which is awesome. I'm guessing there's going to be some really high speed sections in this as well. And there are these little, like, cutoff points. Oh, a gas station, okay. So that answers my question. I was wondering if this is literally just kind of like a pull-off area or what they were doing with it. But we'll see when we go around the track if they have anything else like that. Maybe there's tuning stations and all types of other stuff just hidden in here. Some of these corners really remind me of the Nürburgring. Send it in! Oh, not enough. Not enough grip there. Maybe once I get the GT3 nice and tuned up, it'll be able to take this course pretty well. I built this car up as a C3 so I can do the new career portion of this area. But I'm guessing eventually if you get one of the C6 Unlimited kind of cars over here, it would probably be a lot of fun. Alright, so over here, right in basically the middle of the track, we have a tuning area. So you could really do half of a lap or a full lap, and then just hug on in here, tune what you want, change your gearing, change your grip, do whatever you need to do. And then they even have a house over here on the side of the track. So that's pretty awesome to see. This really changes a lot for this game and the things that we can do. Ooh. And for online races and stuff, I can already imagine how awesome this is going to be. Having a group of people all just mobbing this track. would be so much fun. We did just pass another little cut-in area over here. Looks like it's just a gas station, but we'll go check it out real quick. Yep, just a gas station over here. But I'm glad to see that they added those in. They really put some extra thought into this, which is awesome that they're actually giving us this type of expansion. I almost wonder if corners like this, where it's so caved in like that, if they were trying to kind of make somewhat of a carousel without actually just straight up copying the carousel. I don't know if there's some legal things behind that where they can't make the track too opposite to the Nürburgring, so they really had to make their own little version of it. Alright, so over here we have 2 cut-in points. Doesn't really look like there's anything. I guess. Oh, okay. This is cool. Thought I was just gonna go back onto the track, but I guess not. So I guess this just a little pull-off area. It could be a little staging area for races online or whatever. You can't tell me this isn't almost exactly like the carousel. I mean, without the carousel part, just those entering corners are exactly the same. Ooh, that was close. Got a little bit of air there, alright. Ooh, super long straight here. Get it! Get it! 230! And another house is over here. I think that's 3? Yeah, 3 new houses just in this area alone. Let's cut off over there and go check it out. Oh wow. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, so we're right here. Coming off of this house, we have this road that will either take you onto the track, or I'm pretty sure you can take this road all the way up here to this styling shop and then just head back out if you want to as well. So if you bought this house, you gotta travel a little bit to get out, but this one, bit of a shortcut there. Not too much of the track left. We'll run this out, and then I think I just want to try to get a little hot lap in and actually push a little bit and see what we can do. I have been seeing signs before all the corners as well, so I'm guessing they actually named the corners too. Add a little bit more character to the track. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure we're almost done. But we have, oh, even another gas station over here. Alright. Awesome. Nice open area for, maybe you could do some car meets and who knows what else over here. It looks like this road actually connects you to the GP track. So that's kind of cool that you can use that both ways. Yep, this is kind of like the longest straight I was expecting to be at the end of this. See how fast we can get going here. And remember, this is only a C3 car, and this feels really fast on this track. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to be in a fully upgraded C6 car. And another long straight over here, passing the starting line. I can't wait to see what the races are like. I really hope that they added a full circle race on this one, but I really do think that this changes everything in CarX Street right now. And it gives the people a little bit of a reason to play this game that don't really love to drift, but also just got kind of bored of the street racing. This does cost $11, but I mean the 4 cars, this whole expansion, that's not too bad, especially considering the cost of the game not being that much. And this is a whole, basically, another quarter of the map added in. Send it in here! Oh! Oh, I almost pulled it off. Just barely almost pulled that off. We actually have a reason to make cars actually handle and look like race cars now with all of this. It's so exciting. Oh, hey Lily. When you're in this camera angle, I mean honestly, if you took away everything else, it would probably kind of feel like Gran Turismo and other games like that, because it just looks so good. The reflections of everything are right. Let's try some interior review on here. Actually pushing a little bit now. See, corners like that, anyone that has been on the Nürburgring and played a lot of games with it in there, I mean, you recognize those things. You just wanted to be in the video, Lily? See if I can get a quick pet in while driving. And this next section I think is going to be my favorite, because this is straight off of the Nordschleife book right here. Send it in here. That's basically a carousel. You can't tell me otherwise. That is basically a carousel right there. See if we can hold this thing together for a little bit. Ooh, a little loose there. Yeah, I'm really excited to tune these cars. I think it's going to be really cool to see what that Porsche actually feels like fully tuned up compared to the other cars in this game. Because I have a feeling that they put a lot of extra work into it. I mean, at least with the design they did, so I'm guessing with everything else it'll probably feel different in all the other cars. And it comes so fast that I can't even imagine how quick you can actually make that thing with some work. We are flying. Alright, send it in here. Ooh, a little bit more brake, a little bit more brake. Ah! Alright. And that was a meh lap on here. It would definitely take a little bit of time to get comfortable on there and figure out how the cars can actually grip up on some of those corners. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. I think this is going to be a lot of fun having this new stuff in this game. It's going to be a lot of fun to tune, to mess with the new cars, and just experience all of it. I did just get done making a video about drift tuning, so that's up now. You guys can go watch that. And I think on Tuesday of this week, today's Sunday, so in 2 days I'm going to release the video on grip tuning. Having a little bit of this car in it, and then I think I'm going to try to make that Porsche GT3 as fast as we can, and just see what we can do with it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!